Fear of failure. This month was a season of success and failures, a season of distress, luck, happiness, sorrows, and many mixed emotions. So, I thought this would be a good topic for discussion. Sometimes, failing is something unexpected by the students. Therefore, failing might result in a totally different environment of people which a student is unaware of. Facing people's ignorance, harsh words, manipulation is something that a student's brain is afraid of. Failing also causes the brain to move backward in time and reflect on those mistakes in the exams which cannot be altered. For a student, a failure determines their incapability towards living a successful life. This will make them fall down to a level below of others. They find their dreams fluctuating right before their eyes. Students keep some expectations from themselves which gets shattered after witnessing a failure. It is a student's mind that places him or her on a pedestal of rankings in the society. Society does judge someone on the basis of their marks, and based on this comparison, someone is awarded with the tag of intelligent. The one who faces more verbal harassment in the society is considered loser among all. All of these struggles brings about a negativity in one's mind. Although negativity is something that should not concern a person's mind. But failure obviously causes this, and it's true that we can't ignore it. It would be more preferable to modify this concern into self-confidence, as this modification is going to give a self-booster and would help one to rebuild themselves into a more stronger self who will be able to face even difficult challenges further. The first challenge they will face would probably be what to expect further. What plans can we have now? This is a question that will remind everyone of a very popular dialogue from छिछोरे that सक्सेस के बाद का प्लान सभी के पास है, लेकिन गलती से अगर फेल हो जाए तो फेलियर से कैसे डील करना है कोई बात ही नहीं करना चाहता. So, after this chills giving dialogue, everyone must have a backup plan sorted out. There will be a lot of other options to go after based on one's choice of career. Having someone who has already passed through this stage would be more convenient, as they would act as a guiding hand for our next steps. People need to be explained about persistence and resistance. They need to learn to inherit the feeling of failure within themselves, because if one can't resist the taste of being failed, then he or she can never persist anything. Another important thing is to decide within ourselves whether we should acknowledge this failure or run away from it. For sure, the answer should be acknowledgement. Looking for the positive side of everything that happens to us will change the negative factor to a positive aspect towards life. It is said that if a person hasn't tasted failure in his or her life, then they haven't lived a successful life. We know that failure is going to trouble us for some time, but we need to keep in mind that it's not going to be a forever. We know that we want to ignore the harsh sayings of the society, but being a student, I get it that it is not really possible to do so. So, according to me, we need to learn at least something from failure. Maybe the first time is going to affect us more than anything else. But if we face it sometime later again, we might notice the fact that it isn't hurting as much as it did before, because we would have luckily learned to face it with a positive attitude. And yes, finally we know that one failure is not going to decide your future. So, better not to worry about one failure, rather enjoy the future successes in advance.